Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today we are going to be having a podcast. It's happening. Oh my god, we are having a podcast. So, welcome to the crochet corner that's empty because I've actually been making stuff. Ignore all that. But yeah, I decided that I wanted to film a podcast. Alright. So, because I am super duper lame and I never can fully be prepared for anything, I have to go get something. I'll be back. That was lame, but we are ready. So, it is at 2 o'clock in the morning and I am up. And all of a sudden, I'm yawning. But that's besides the point. It's 2 o'clock in the morning and I'm not going to bed anytime soon. So I decided that filming a podcast would be the best thing to do. You hear any noise? The fan is on. Not the little fan that I have, but there's a bigger fan which is cooling me down. But it's behind the camera, so if you hear any noise, that's what that is. So, that was a lot. I had my hair in twists because I was tired of dealing with it and they're fuzzy. I'm in my PJs because it's 2 o'clock in the morning and that's it. Let's get right into it. So, for anyone who is just watching this now, my name is Kai and I am the host of the Crochet Corner podcast here on YouTube and also the host of the Crochet Corner Ravelry group on Ravelry. I will be putting that information down below on how you can go ahead and join our Ravelry group. And yeah, that's about it. I plan on doing much more with the Ravelry group. It's so crazy because prior to filming, I was not sleepy and I wasn't yawning. But of course, when I want to do something, I get all... But anyway, so I have finished objects. I have quite a few finished objects. 2 of them I'll have to insert pictures, or I can reference my my Instagram where they are posted because I don't have them anymore. Or at the end or in between that I will insert a picture of them. I have some works in progresses to show, and we are gonna get the show on the road. I'm hoping this video won't end up being too long, but yeah, and then I want to show you guys some stash enhancements, and then just talk about any future developments for the podcast. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So firstly, I never do the podcast like the exact same way all the time. So I need to start actually, like in the beginning, I used to write every single thing down, have it all written down and organized, but for some reason I just have not been on my game with that, and it's just been all over the place, and it's just a mess. So I am going to be starting, if I can find this bag. I'm starting to get really irritated because I'm always like, oh, I'm gonna prepare and I've got all of this prepared and ready to go, and I don't. It happens to me all the time. So give me a second. Thankfully, with the power of editing, you guys will not see a lot of this dang on struggle. I'm struggling. Okay. So, I'm going to be, now that I have officially have everything, I'm going to be starting with some finished objects. I'm going to go from the oldest that I have to the... Jesus! Stop yawning. To from the oldest, the ones that I completed a long time ago, to the more newer ones. So let's get started. So firstly, I created my first ever halter top, and if you follow me on Instagram, you've already seen this, but here is what it's looking like. Before I got my job, I had asked someone if they would model this for me, but I started working and then it just didn't happen. But this is what it looks like, and it does slant upwards in that halter top fashion, and it has this cute little cutout going through the middle. Thinking of doing a tutorial for this, and then it just ties in the back, and that's what that looks like. This was like the easiest thing I ever did, and then I went around it with a single crochet border, and I did double crochets at the bottom. It's a double crochet, chain 2, double crochet into the same stitch, and it created this really cute design, and I love it. Definitely gonna be doing a tutorial. Putting that single crochet border in, especially along the top, really made it just look really nice and sleek and clean, and I love it. That's one of the main things that I love about this. And I also, because I hate weaving in ends, so what I did, which I actually saw on another crochet channel, was buy fabric glue. And so I cut the ends and then I put fabric glue on the raw end, and that's how I sealed in my ends. And it has not, even in the wash, it hasn't unraveled, the glue hasn't come unstuck. So I think, because like I'm so lazy, like that's gonna be the option for me. And on all the tops that I've created, except for the one I'm gonna be the crown top, which I have a tutorial on, I haven't woven in those ends yet, so you're not gonna see the fabric glue on that. But this is basically what it's looking like. It's really cute. The second top that I created, I already have a tutorial on my channel for, but I'm going to redo the tutorial because it was when I first started, so it's really bad, and I don't like it. But I created this in this camo color, and then at the bottom, it has this really cute design at the bottom, and then it laces up in the back. This is also for someone, and I'm going to be redoing the tutorial for that. But if you want to make it now using the old tutorial, it is called the crochet lace crop top. I will link that video down below. And this, I used the fabric glue on this as well. It came out really nice. I just forgot to cut a little string. So yeah, I'm still going to see if the girls will model these for me, because they are really cute, and they're too small for me, so they definitely need a home. The second one, this I created. I have no pattern for this, so if anybody wants like a video on this, I will have to sit down and figure it out. But basically it looks like this. It's a cutout, something to cover the nipples, and then basically a cutout. And then to close up the middle a little bit, because it was very like gappy, I just did what did I do? See, I never write anything down. I created this little, hold on. I created this little design in the middle. Hold on. You guys can see that. So it's like a freaking slip stitch, chain 1. It's a something. I'm going to create a tutorial on this once I figure out how to redo it, because again, your girl never writes anything down because I'm lame. So yeah, that's what this one looks like. The other two I made, I have a basic bikini top pattern, that white one that I was working on, that's one of the finished objects. And then I have this red top that I made, and I will be inserting a picture of it into the end of the video, or maybe when I go back and edit, put it right here just really quickly. And the other items that I finished is another top, which you guys have seen because I have a video on it, is the crown crochet top. So this is the smaller version, and I started out making the tutorial on the bigger version, but because I had finished the whole thing off camera, I had to quickly make a little one so that I could finish the tutorial. So that's why the color changes. But I wanted to quickly let me finish this. But this is made with the V-stitch. So the side is made with the V-stitch. The bottom is also V-stitch, and then there's the V-stitch in the middle, and then the V-stitch around the cups. And I pretty much, oh, that's cute, big giant piece of hair on it. Sorry, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, and then half double crochet. So all anyone needs to know is how to half double crochet and double crochet and all that. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. What I wanted to say for that was, in the video, the first one, I am showing the plus size version. So if you are plus size and you're making this top, you are going to follow part 1. And then once you finish part 1 and it moves on to part 2, and you see that I switched the green color and it's time to like connect the cups, it's all the same exact steps. Like there's nothing different. I don't want anyone to get confused. And then when you create this side, I did 20 rows, not including the 2 rows that are attached to the actual cup. But yeah, I did 20 rows, if that helps anyone. And I think I do say it in the video, but I just want everyone to be able to create it. And if you would like to know how to do the smaller version, I will tell you that for this first solid part, I only did 5 rows, and then the 2 rows of the V-stitch. So that's if you want to make it smaller, and I would recommend that from like A to, you can get away with C, definitely A to B, C. If you want to make it more custom to you, I only did the solid rows to cover part of the boob, so definitely cover your nipple. And then after you have enough of these, the solid rows to cover your nipple and as much boob as you want, go ahead and move on to the 2 rows of the V-stitch for the cup, and then make the rest of it. So it's pretty much up to you how much coverage you want. This is the bigger version. This is mine, actually the one that I made for myself, and see, everything is the exact same. And it fits so perfectly. What I'm gonna do is, I ran out of the yellow. I made this in Red Heart Super Saver bright yellow. I'm going to be adding more length to the ruffle part, and I'm going to be because the way that I did it was, I have on this one I have a string running through here to tighten it at the waist. Makes the ruffles look better. Then I have the string at the top to tie it around your neck, and then I have the lace up in the back to close it. That's too many strings, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to make these strings super long, thread it through here so that I only have 2 strings to worry about, and that's how I'm gonna eliminate all that mess. But it's beautiful. I have pictures of me wearing it on my Instagram. It looks nice with a really nice bra on, and then a nice cardigan. That's how I'm wearing it. So that is all for the finished objects that I have on hand. I haven't really been working on anything else. Like, you guys know I have like a huge issue for some reason with finishing projects. I just keep starting new ones, and I hate that. So I'm not going to be starting any more new projects. Like, I physically cannot. So I'm going to go ahead and move on to my works in progress. And I'm going to start with this one. So I am making a nice top for summer. I don't even know. I just kind of pilfered this bag from someone. So let me find it. Somehow my yarn that was connected here got disconnected, and I think I know where it is, but I haven't worked on that. I was working on that so religiously until I lost the yarn. It's just so dang on weird. Oh, let me find it. Where is it? Oh, here it is. So I am making a nice cute summer top so that I will have a cute shirt to wear. And it's gonna be like a little crop top, so it's not that long. And this is the first part of it. So this is the first part. And then it has a cute little cutout on each of these sides. And then currently I have the second panel, the back panel, on my hook right now. I'm trying to keep this like with this project, because I still haven't figured out what I want to do with this thread that I got. So let me find it so I can show you. Oh, and I'm using this color. This is Peaches and Cream yarn in the color. Oh, I forgot the color. But yeah, here is what I have worked on so far. It's not a lot. It's just the chain, and then I've already been double crocheting into it. Thing is, I haven't picked this up in a while because I lost the hook that I was using for it, which means I'm definitely gonna have to buy some more hooks, because I don't know, like, I lost the hook. I'm pretty sure it's down in this bag, so I haven't picked this up in a while. But I'm going to be finishing this so that I can show it off to you guys. And I've been actually measuring, because what I have an issue with is my work comes out too boxy. And I don't like that, so I've actually been measuring with my little measuring tape how long I want it. So yeah, which is really good because I'm trying to become a good designer, and you actually have to know these things. So this one has been measured out. I did notice that the design I did in the middle, which is the little cutout that forms the shape of a V, as you guys can see, it made it a little, like, it shrunk in on the sides. So because I was crocheting a little too tightly, I think. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have to block this. I've never blocked anything before, but this one definitely needs to be blocked once after I get everything sewn on, because right now it's looking wonky, but all my measurements are correct. So that's what I'm gonna have to do with this, and I'm definitely gonna pick this back up. This is beautiful yarn. I love it. I don't know, you guys, I always lose the labels because I'm so freaking lame. I always lose the labels, and then I'm stuck in situations like this. I love the cotton Peaches and Cream yarn that I keep going back and buying more, and they just restocked at my Walmart, and I'm gonna get some more. The second thing that I've been working on is a little purse. I showed you guys my strawberry backpack that I had made before. It actually looked like a strawberry, but this time I am doing a black version, and it's definitely on the small scale. And what I did for this one, let me take this stuff. I've been keeping all the pieces inside of it. Was, hold on, it looks all raggedy because I just had it thrown in my bag. Was I created a pocket in there, and I wanted it black in this blue color because I don't know why. And I'm definitely still gonna make like the little seeds on it with the blue. So all this blue is so pretty, and the light's really not giving it justice. So what I did was I created a pocket, which is really easy to create a pocket, and my mom, she knows how to sew, so she's gonna help me sew the lining on. And I also created this, which is the flap that goes over the pocket. See? I looked at the construction of my backpack, my actual backpack that I have, and I figured out like how to do it. It doesn't look the greatest because, like I said, like I'm not good at sewing, so like it's kind of crooked. But for my first time, I think it looks okay. And then I just flip it up, and then I can get inside my pocket. So this is what it's looking like. It's in the shape of a strawberry. What I need to do, and what I accidentally did, was I made the body of it, so the black part with a 5.5, and then this I crocheted with a 5.0 millimeter, and then I forgot to switch for this top part. I forgot to switch back to the 5.5, so the top is a little tight, but I know if I stretch it out enough, it should be fine. This is what the back looks like. And then I already, like, I just need to sew everything on. I've already created all the leaves. I did 4 leaves. So all I have to do is sew on the leaves. I'm contemplating whether I want to make the strap first. I'm just making a strap that's gonna go from this side to this side, so I can wear it like this, like a little side bag. So I think I'm gonna make the straps first, and then I'm gonna sew on the leaves. And then after I sew, after I have my mom help me do the lining for the pocket, and then for excuse me, the inside of the bag, I can do the drawstring. Because the mistake I made last time with my backpack was, before I had my mom sew the lining, and I freaking did every step, like even the drawstring, and she sewed over the drawstring, we had to take it out and redo it. So to avoid that, I am going to do it in the right way so that we won't have that mishap. And then I literally just keep all the leaves and everything in here. So yeah, this is Red Heart Black and Red Heart Light Blue. I love Red Heart. That Red Heart and Lion Brand are pretty much the only yarn I use. I love it. Sorry, I was moving my leg. So that is something that's almost completed. Hopefully by next time's podcast, this will be done. Another thing that I'm working on is a sweater. And this is what I have so far. This is one panel. I am using Red Heart Super Saver Black, and then this Red Heart yarn. I don't have the label, so I have no idea what it is, but I love it. They just got it at my Walmart, and it looks really good against the black. So what I'm doing is 2 rows of the color, because I only have 1 skein of it, and then 12 rows of black. So when I get paid next, I'm going to go get another skein of black, because I've been using this heavily in a lot of projects, and then another skein of this. So this is just the first panel. What I'm thinking of doing is actually crocheting flat 2 pieces. So like reaching this one to a certain length, then cutting off and doing another panel of the same length, and then attaching and crocheting in the round. I've been contemplating that, but I'm not sure, because I do like working in 2 panels, but I think to have a better look, because I want to kind of like a little slit up the side, to have a better look, I might do that instead. So comment below and tell me what you guys think I should do. Another work in progress is another crown top made out of that light blue, but I really wanted to make my bag, so I didn't finish this. This one's different because instead of slip stitching, I single crocheted because it was kind of hard to slip stitch, like I said in the video. And then I took this middle part where it's the V-stitch, I took it up 1 row higher, which I wouldn't recommend because it didn't offer the ease that I needed. It's really tight at the top, and the cups go inward like this instead of sitting like this. So I would recommend doing exactly how I did in the video so you wouldn't have this issue, but I just need to do the rest of it and then this will be done. And this is for someone with smaller boobage, because it was supposed to be another one for me, but because I didn't follow my own directions, it came out much smaller, which is totally fine. That doesn't bother me, so I'll just have to sell this to someone. But yeah, and then my stitch marker, which is my earring like always. So that's that. And I keep all of this in this bag. This is the bag I take to work when I crochet at work. I also have created this pom-pom using that same yarn from my sweater because I plan on using the black to make a beanie. And I made the pom-pom for it. Oh, thank God. Okay, what else? That is pretty much it for this bag. I can actually go ahead and move on to stash enhancements. I almost undid all these stitches. Praise God that that did not happen. So I do have some stash enhancements. I picked up 3 skeins of this Lion brand mandala in the colorway Spirit. This is what the gradient looks like. Hold on. There you go. That's true to color. So I need a pattern. I was thinking of making a nice cardigan with this. I've always wanted to crochet a cardigan, and I think that this is what's gonna do it. So I have 3 of these. Oh, this was my pickup ticket. I ordered it off of Walmart and I picked it up in store. I have 3 of these. Let me see if I can get them all. I have 3. I'm so happy. I know. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be making a cardigan out of this, and I'm going to wear it because it's going to get colder soon, and I need it. And at my job, it's so freezing that I've been having to wear my sweaters. So I'm going to get on this because it's super cold at my job. And I've also been contemplating what I can do with this. I have 2 skeins of this. So, oh, and I should show you what Brody did to the other one, because like I said, I was giving this one away. This is one of the giveaway prizes. And I kept 2 for myself, and my lovely, lovely, lovely Brody did this to the 3rd one. Yeah, he did this. So, I'm not good with detangling and wanting to detangle things. So it's literally been in this bag. And I take this bag, and every time I see it, I cry. And this is what I do. I throw it in my closet. And I don't look at it. So what I'm going to do is just order another one of these. This is the, it's called Wood Nymph. I'm just going to order another Wood Nymph, so I'll have 2. I might order 2 more so I can have 3. So yeah, that, and I keep that in this bag. One of the spirits I take with me, so this one, so that like if I'm ever at work and I finally get an inspiration for it, I like reach to my bag and I'm like, oh okay, I can finally start crocheting. But this is gonna be a cardigan. I'm dedicating that to this project. It's a cardigan. And like I said, one of the Wood Nymph is for the giveaway. So, oh, why isn't that in here? I've totally forgot to show these socks. And I only have 1. I thought I had 2. I have my socks, and I have 2 bags for the socks because I separated them. And I have a sad story about the socks. But I guess I can just show you the pink ones, because I did show you the pink ones before, but I didn't tell you guys what happened to the pink ones. So let me just go ahead and get the bag. Okay. So I frogged it. It wasn't hard knitting 2 at a time. I'm gonna lie. I just kept getting the increases wrong and forgetting to increase on one side, and once I figured it all out and got it fixed, the one sock was wonky and I hated it, so I frogged it. I know, but I will show you, and I still have another sad story about my socks. So I have to go grab it because I didn't get it. I'll be right back. So I have my socks in 2 baggies. I wanted to hurry up and start knitting on the other sock so that when it gets time to actually starting the second sock, I wouldn't get like overwhelmed. So that's what I did, because one of the sock knitting podcasts that I watch, well, she just doesn't always knit socks, but that's what I watch it for. She says she knits her socks 2 at a time in tandem. So 2 separate needles at the same time. So that's what I started to do. It was going great until I realized that the needles that I was using weren't the same size. And I was wondering if it was just my gauge that had gotten better, but it wasn't. The needles are 2 separate sizes. So this is the 40-inch cord that I was gifted from Shirley. It's a 2.25 millimeter or size 1 US needle. This one was the very first needles that she ever gifted me, and unfortunately I don't remember how big or small they are, but they're not. This is a 32-inch cord, but this needle is bigger than these needles, so this sock is slightly bigger than this sock. Because I know my tension has been the exact same. Like, I know that for a fact. And I'm kinda, it's really only slightly bigger. Like, this is what they look like together. This is the one in front. You see, it just very slightly pokes out. This back, the very first sock I started. You know, it's very slight, but it annoys me because I notice it now. So, like, let me put them up together. I was wondering why when I started my toe, one was wider than the other one, even though I did all the increases the same, all the casts on the same. And that's because the needles were 2 different sizes. You see how it just barely pokes out from the side. It's very annoying, I'm not gonna lie, and I can't believe I didn't catch that. Like, putting the needles up to each other, I can definitely tell that they are bigger, which one's bigger. So I'm not gonna frog this sock because it was too much work, and then I have color changes in there, and I don't think it's really worth frogging. I just have to either get another set of these needles because I know what size they are, and get another set, or because I can't find the note. I usually keep everything like all together, but for some reason I cannot find the note that came with the needle so I can remember the size of it, and I don't know how I lost it, but I'm so upset because I don't know the needle size. So I definitely know that I can't do in tandem until I receive another. These needles are my favorite. Like I said, this is the size US size 1 2.25. I love them. This worked up so quickly for me. Like, you guys can see my progress keeper. Like, these are like 1 day, half, like these are not even days in between. So yeah, that's what's going on with the whole sock situation. It's not a big deal. It's just that when it comes to my crochet and my knitting, I'm kind of a perfectionist, and like I just have to have things looking like uniform and good. So that's my only like like crying part about that. But I definitely love them. They are matching. Like, I like them, and I'm just gonna keep going. Like I said, I'm using an afterthought heel. So that's why I'm just knitting the tube, and then I will be inserting the heel later. So yeah, that's it. And I still have to get a sock blockers. And if you can tell, I'm alternating. So for this, I did the toe in the blue and white, and then I did the foot in the brown. Then I started the blue and white again. This, I did the foot in the brown, started the blue and white, then I'll soon be switching back to the brown, and I'll be knitting with the final color. So this blue, for this sock, this blue color all the way to the cuff. I get sad when I think about it, I'm not even gonna lie. But it's okay. Oh, cool. So I kept the blue. Oh no, the brown is Bernat sock. Bernat sock, and it is 60 acrylic, 40% nylon. And the blue is me. I don't have the label. I don't even know why I be trying, because I don't know why, I just never can find the freaking labels. So yeah, that's what's going on with the socks. I had to take a break from the socks because I was on a knitting fury. So yeah, and then I have them in separate bags because I had them all in one bag and it was too much. So I had to separate them. And I have one skein of each color in each bag. That's how I've been doing it, keeping myself organized. And these are my BS socks. And boom. Then I just roll up what I'm not using. And if I'm not in the middle of a row, I will wrap the sock like this. And then cord. Boop. And then here. And those stitch markers are from Marianne, if anybody was wondering. So, Marianne Creations. And if she sells, I will definitely put her information down below. So that's what's going on with the socks. I have no idea what I was doing before I went on that rant about those socks. Okay, now I'm wanting to get into projects that I'm going to be starting. So Halloween is coming up, and I'm going to be partly sewing, partly crocheting my Halloween costume. I know. Ambitious. So, like I've showed you guys before, I have this cute yarn that reminds me of fall and Halloween, and I have two skeins. One, I caked it. The other one I didn't. I didn't cake this one yet. But this is Premier Yarns Wool Free Sock. It is 93% acrylic, 7% PBT, and oh, that's it. And when you knit it, it comes out in these cute little patterns. Sorry if it's blurry, but that's what it's supposed to look like. And I am super duper excited to start my socks. These are going to be my Halloween socks. And I'm going to try to do these colors if I can. But if not, I'm going to have to knit another pair of socks to wear with my costume. That's what I want to do. Oh, I found the blue. The blue is... No, I think that's still the brown. Lame. I'm lame. I am L-A-M-E. Oh, I found the blue. It is Patton's Crochet. Patton's Crochet sock. I love the Patton's brand. I really do. I have some Patton's stuff up there that I'm going to be putting into a sweater. It's Patton's Crochet in the colorway Singing the Blue Stripes. And yes, it's very beautiful. 75% washable wool, 25% nylon. So yeah. Ah, ah, stop. These are gonna be my Halloween socks. I can't wait to use this yarn because it's gonna be a picture. How cool is that? And guess who lost the other label for this? Because there's a pattern on the inside. But yeah, I started caking them up. And then after my Halloween socks, I'm gonna still knit these because I want some cute pink socks. I really do. But I have to go get another set of needles. Like, it's imperative. I might just get a couple sets of needles so that I can have more than one sock on at one time. Because these, my Halloween socks, I need to cast on immediately because I'm still sucky at sock knitting. No, I need to finish these and then I need to cast on my Halloween socks as a reward. Okay. Next, I am going to be, I love knitting socks. It's so fun. It's really a joy. And I love it, I love it, I love it. So I want to knit some socks. These are going to be, I want to knit these really bad because green is my favorite color. This is the West Yorkshire Spinners yarn. It's a 4-ply yarn, and I don't know the name of it, but it's 75% wool and 25% nylon. I got this from Shirley. And you see, I already attempted to start knitting it. This is when I wasn't comfortable with knitting socks yet, and I had attempted. But now I feel really good about it, and I know what to do. So I'm definitely gonna knit these. And then for this yarn, because these look like really nice, comfortable fall socks as well, and it doesn't have to be fall colors for me, but I definitely want to wear these because I love how squishy the yarn is, and I feel like it would be really, really warm. So I'm definitely going to do this with a black Afterthought heel because I heard that, and this is Regia yarn, I love Regia yarn too. I heard that Afterthought heels are the best for people like me who wear out the heels of their sock because you can always take one out and put another one. Like, I do love the Fleegle heel, but I think being practical, that would be the best option for me, is to do Afterthought heels. And this I'm just going to do all just green up and down. I also got this yarn. This is made, it's called Maisie. It's 82% corn fiber. This is going to make some very nice house socks because the yarn is very durable and it's thick. So I have 3 balls of this, and I'm going to be making some socks with that. So that's all the stuff that I really want to do. I'm really into sock knitting at the moment. So that's how I've been spending a lot of my time. It's like thinking about all the socks I'm gonna make. And then also crocheting and designing. And then working on the blankets for the blanket drive, which is still going on. If anybody wants to donate any yarn or any blankets, I'm gonna start getting creative with it. Like, I have a bag full of yarn because I'm working on a blanket right now. So yeah, I'm not gonna show that because it's pitiful, because it's not even a lot. But that's all that I've been up to. It's really been chill for me. I'm definitely gonna be uploading on Fridays and hopefully Friday and Saturday. That's where I want to aim to. The thing is, I always have to hide the blankets. Like, this is for the blanket drive. I have to hide them because Brody freaking loves yarn. Like, none of my other dogs care for yarn. Like, I can have it lying out and they'll just be like, whatever. But Brody will attack. He loves yarn. So, I always have to, like, find creative ways to hide it from him. But yeah. Let me see if there's any updates. I don't know. My life is in shambles right now. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It is in complete shambles. Ugh. I'm trying like really hard to get it out of shambles. But it's in shambles. So what I can tell you guys is that I'm gonna be doing, I can't do them, I can do podcasts on Sundays like I want because I get off at 4 p.m. but I don't know. Sunday is family day now because most of us are working, and my mom's like, we need to have family time, and I agree because that's really important, especially to my mom. So I'm definitely gonna, I don't think it can do it on Sundays. Sundays was a free day for me, but it ain't anymore. And I'm off on Friday and Saturday. And I think that I can dedicate most of my time for podcasting on a Friday and a Saturday. I miss doing my YouTube all the time. I miss my Let's Talk videos and doing tutorials. So definitely gonna get back to it because I miss everything. I don't know why all of a sudden I'm so tired when I wasn't tired before. Just because I wanted to actually start YouTubing, that all of a sudden I'm like exhausted. I don't know why. I'm just trying to like clean up everything because after I start podcasting, I always have a big mess to clean up because all my stuff is everywhere. But once I get my own place and I have my own space, it won't matter. Like I said, it's like 5 of us plus 4 dogs sharing a 2-bedroom apartment, and things get messy very quickly. So yeah, let me just... Alright, there literally isn't anything else that I have to share because for some reason I never like finish things that I'm gonna I say I'm gonna finish. Like that shawl that I've been working on since last year should have been done because I crochet pretty quickly, but for some reason I lost my crojo for a very long time. I can honestly say that I did because just everything was happening so quickly and all at once, and I was just like, screw it, like nothing is going right. I just didn't want to do anything. But things are different. Things are looking up for me. Like I said, like I have a full-time job now, and I've been working and I'm making my own money now, so things are looking a lot better. And I was very upset about not going to school, but now that I think about it, like everything happens for a reason, and I can't just sit and constantly dwell on, well, why didn't this happen? Why didn't this happen? So the best thing I can do is move on and thank everyone who has subscribed to the channel and like stayed with the podcast, even though it's been so inconsistent since I've moved into the apartments. Because when I was at my other house, it was like a Thursdays, hey, podcast. But I'm just in a place of inconsistency, and I just want to thank everyone who's just stayed with me throughout all of that. So that's all I have for the podcast. Thank you guys so much for viewing, and I'll see you in the next one.